So recently it came out that there have been an earth shattering, record shattering amount of voting that has gone on. There has been. Um, Many people are requesting their ballots, and many people are just getting sent their ballots. I know right wingers are crying about them because, oh my God, they're being sent their ballot. They have to ask for them because they have to ask for the right to vote. Yeah, that's what right wingers are saying. I know people are gonna play devil's advocate for the right wing. I already know it. I ain't even gonna reply to your comments because I already know that's what you're gonna do. Um, and I'm tired of people playing devil's advocate for the freaking left wing. I'm tired of it. But anyway, the right wing is terrified right now, and there's two fronts where they're terrified. So one, Donald Trump has made such jackass moves when it comes to the pandemic, a great big mess, and I mean, so have the Democrats. So if you remember in March and April, they said, "Oh, we're not going to give you checks." Recurring. We're just going to give you one $1,200 check. Oh, but Wall Street and the big corporations, we'll give them $4.25 trillion. It doesn't matter. Yeah, okay. And Trump vilified masks. He didn't do testing. He didn't do anything. And, well, people lost their jobs. They lost their homes. They lost their wages. They lost their health care. They lost their daily life. They lost their livelihoods. And not only that, but he has criticized mail-in voting. Oh my God, there's fraud, there's fraud, there's fraud, there's fraud, there's fraud. Of course, the right wing never has any evidence of it. If you remember, he made that voter fraud commission to find out where all the voter fraud was. And they couldn't come out with anything. Chris Kobach was a part of that, who was a Republican. And so they had to shut it down. And of course, the right wing comes out with this bull. And oh my God, there's voter fraud with the ballots. And there's no actual evidence. And, so he's been vilifying the mail-in voting. And then he sent Louis DeJoy, the head of the USPS or whatever, the IG or whatever he is. He goes in and says, okay, let's take out all the mail drop-off areas. Let's take them away from the countries. Let's take the parts out of the machines that sort the mail. Let's not give our post office employees throughout the country overtime pay. If they go out with a bunch of mail and they come back with a bunch of mail, that's okay because we don't want to give them overtime. Yeah, they did all of that. And it turns out it backfired. And he still hasn't corrected it. And we know that because nobody's actually come out and said, oh, yes, actually, folks, he's corrected that. All the mail drop-off things are back. No, they're not. Well, all of that has culminated, including recently with the debate and everything, into 4 to 5 million ballots that have already been cast. Let me repeat that. 4 to 5 million ballots. Okay, now, guys, that's not something to, just be like, whatever, 4 to 5 million. Let me tell you what it was like 4 years ago, okay? Only at this time, okay? I just have to put this to you because it's October 8th, and October 8th, 4 years ago, we only had 75,000 people that had voted. Think about that. 4 to 5 million. Let's put it at 5 million to 75,000 4 years ago. I'm going to tell you right now, high numbers don't help Republicans. They actually hurt Republicans. Why? Because when more people are informed and more people feel like coming out, Republican policies are not effective. They're, for working class people, they're effective in going against the working class people of America. But they're not popular. They're not liked. Republicans are never liked. It's when the country's misinformed and not a lot of people come out to vote that Republicans usually flourish and surge with votes. And that's why they get elected a lot. That's why Obama lost us 1,000 seats. Well, right now, the people are feeling informed. And typically they would ignore the election and be like, whatever, it's just Biden. Who the hell cares? He's not going to do anything for us. And they're right. But right now, you have 61% of Americans who are struggling to make ends meet right now. 40% of Americans can't afford a $400 emergency or an emergency in general. 87 million people are uninsured or underinsured. 20 million more people lost their health care because they lost their jobs in this pandemic. 40 million people just filed for unemployment. I just gave you a bunch of numbers. Let's see. 210,000 people have died from the coronavirus. A lot of them Republicans. And 750 to 1,000 people a day get infected die from the coronavirus. 40,000 to 50,000 people a day get infected with the virus. 1 in 5 businesses are gone. And 42% of black-owned businesses are gone. I just gave you guys a plethora of numbers, a crap ton of numbers, to tell you, guys, people are aware. This is affecting them right now. This is why they're acting out. This is why they're voting. It is because Republicans, you aren't doing a damn thing for us. That's what's going on. And Democrats, neither are you, but you're lucky that this president is so monumentally hated that you're probably going to win this election, and you don't deserve it either, okay? I'm just saying. And if any centrists want to fight me on that, let's go. Come on the podcast. Humiliate yourselves, because I know I'm going to win that debate. I'm not saying that to be cocky. I'm saying that because all of these facts point to me being right. You're going to see that a lot on this show, okay? You don't like it? That's fine. But this president is so monumentally hated for all the right reasons. And he's bungled this coronavirus so bad. He's bungled the protests so horribly and so massively that the people are like, you know what, screw it. F you. I don't want you here anymore. We're so tired of this. I don't like that you're here. We don't like that you're ruining our country. Get out. That's what's happening right now. And the fact that more people are engaged than ever before in history at this time in the election. Guys. Slam dunk. Trump could lose this election.